Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. So today I wanted to film a little story time for you guys about the time when I was younger and I got separated from my family in London. And I wanted to share this video because it is travel themed and also it's just a really funny slash traumatizing story. So I felt like sharing it with you guys today and I hope that you enjoy. I still have a ton of cast member and different story times like that saved up. So I will be sharing more previous cast member stories in the future. But I wanted to do this one today just because it is, you know, a memorable experience in my life, and also Mother's Day is coming up and this is kind of about my grandma. So shout out to my grandma. But anyway, I just wanted to tell this story for you guys, and I just wanted to ask you all if you could please go down to the comments below and let me know if you have any suggestions for my channel, whether it be quality suggestions, sound quality suggestions, video suggestions. Please let me know in the comments down below. I am working on getting some new equipment for this channel, so I am hoping to make it blossom soon, and I hope that you guys are enjoying the content that I am putting out there. But if you are not, or if you have some suggestions for me, please let me know down in the comments below. And anyway, here is my story. So when I was younger, my mom had a job, and that job was a job where she had to travel quite frequently because she was in IT, and so her company was kind of like a global company with a lot of different locations. Anyway, her company had a lot of different locations, so she traveled very frequently, and a lot of the times I had the privilege of being able to go with her to those locations, and when that happened, my grandma came with me. So I was quite the avid little traveler back in my time, which I'm very grateful and thankful for. But anyway, so this particular trip, I want to say I was maybe 6 or 7 years old, and we were in London. And I think it was the first time I went to London because me and my grandma went twice, but I can't remember for sure. Can you just come and relax for a minute? Come on up here. Come here. Come on. Good girl. One day during this trip, my grandma and I decided to go to a museum, and I have no idea what this museum was called. It's probably like the biggest one in London because it was like a ton of stories and there were so many people and tour groups and school groups. So I imagine it is a very popular museum in London, but me and my grandma were trying to find some particular exhibit. I have no idea what it was to this day, but I remember we were standing by the elevators and there was a map by the elevators, and we were both reading it, and I saw where we needed to go, but my grandma was confused for some reason and she was trying to figure out like more specifically where we were going. I don't remember the exact details, but I remember she was still looking and I was like, I know where we're going. And so being the smart aleck that I am, the elevator doors opened and I got in and said, come on, I know where we're going. And my grandma was still looking at the map. And so the last thing I remember is the elevator doors closing and my grandma going, no, and trying to grab me from the elevator. But unfortunately the elevator doors closed and I was on my own in like a 6-story museum in London. So I had always been taught by my mom growing up that if I was ever separated at Disney World or any theme park or anything like that, to find a worker. So that's exactly what I did. And I remember going to, I don't even know how I got there. I must have found a man and told him I was lost. But I remember being at like the big desk, like when you walk in, with a man, and on the intercom, he just called my grandma's name and he's like, Sandra Durr, we have your granddaughter here on floor 1. And so I was just chilling there. I was having a good old time. And my poor grandma comes up crying, and I felt so bad. Well, I didn't at the time, but now I look back and I feel so bad that I got in that elevator without my grandma and I just lost her. So at the end of the day, she found me, all was well. I think my grandma might still be a little traumatized to this day. So I'm very sorry, Grammy, if you are. But it's a funny story that we all look back on and laugh, and I can still picture it so vividly in my head to this day, which is so many of my memories that does not happen with anymore. So anyway, guys, I hope that you enjoyed this little story time. Let me know in the comments down below what more you'd like to see, and let me know if you guys have ever been separated from your family before at like the theme parks or the zoo or anything like that, because I'm very, very curious to see. When I was a cast member, I had so many kids come up to me that were lost. And let me just tell you, it is very obvious which parents have had the discussion with them before going to the parks versus which parents have not. So I'm just saying, if your kid comes up to me and he knows your phone number, or if he knows what you were wearing, I'm giving you some serious parent props. Anyway, guys, thank you again so much. I will have a new vlog for you on Thursday. It's gonna be Easter related, so I hope that you enjoy, and I hope that you are having a wonderful, wonderful week, and I will see you again very soon. Bye!
When you fly the way I can't help but catch your charm.